Hi guys, ENFP, Yosef here. Today I'm going to explain to you ENFP, just basic from the starting point. Okay, so you went and you took one of these tests online and you scored an ENFP, or you've been researching it, or you even know this, you've been looking at this for a while and you want to hear somebody else's perspective on ENFP. So I'm going to start from scratch. Okay, so the E stands for an extrovert. That means that you, in a very basic level, you like being around other people. Especially if you're an ENFP, you're going to be almost like maybe a little bit needy to be like almost you always need people around you. It's kind of love people, but in terms of just usually extroverts are going to be more. They recharge with people. They get energy from with people. They want to be around people. Intuitive versus sensory. Again, this is like so hard to explain. On a very basic level, like you're looking at a picture, you're doing a puzzle, and you see all the pieces, kind of hone in on each piece, and you notice all the very sensory things as they are, versus intuition, where you kind of see the whole like picture of things, and you're kind of intuitively see what's supposed to be where or not, or um, and you don't rely exactly what your senses tell you as much as your intuition, which you kind of have this like gut feeling about things. Thinking versus feeling. So both, even the feelers obviously can think a lot, and they can be very intelligent. They can be, I've seen doctors of as feelers. I mean, feelers, it just means that when you're making decisions, right? Whether it's a decision about who you should invite for a meal, or who you shouldn't invite for a meal, or what's right, what's wrong. You take feelings into the equation. You understand people, feelings. Being a feeler gives you a certain gauge of as being a feeler. You could almost like, intuitively gauge other people's feelings, understand feelings a lot more. But again, you're limited. So if you're going to spend more time with that wisdom, that sense of wisdom, then you're not going to be as intellectual and as thought out in a very clean way. You're going to be a lot more biased towards making sure people are happier and feel good, as opposed to thinkers who are going to be more just that's why they can be a little bit more blunt. They don't understand ramifications of they don't get the whole feeling game as much. Like, what did I do wrong? I just said it as it is. Like, I don't get it. So, and then perceivers versus judgers. Again, judging does not mean that you judge people. It just means that you have a little bit more of a it depends on the person. You have more of a structure that guides your life. So like there's not as much experiencing. There's more like planning and making sure things are efficient, and being efficient, and making sure things are working out, and things are going to be, whatever game plan you have are going to fit that game plan. While the perceivers are more into experiencing or understanding things, or developing belief systems, or exploring, or whatever they're doing in their perceiving and kind of flowing way. So they don't have the same pressure that Jay brings on. They have more of the ability to perceive however they perceive. Different people perceive, just like people enjoy different activities or different hobbies. People experience the world in a perceiving way in different ways. Some people just kind of like think and understand things in the world and what makes sense to them. That's how they perceive. They explore their own internal thinking system. Some people explore by trying new things. SEs and extroverted sensors are kind of like taking in all this information. They're exploring the world via their senses. Or you could have like extroverted intuition, ENFPs, that kind of are exploring the world, but exploring the world again in that intuitive way, where they just see, not things as they are, but what things could be in an imagined way, or what's missing in things, or how things could be better, or what things really mean, as opposed to just honing in on what is there, like extroverted sensing, what is there. They see it more as like what's in between the lines of things. And that's just a basic breakdown of ENFP based on the letter combination. And I do have an intermediate video on this. Before I end that, it's just so important that I tell you that there's functions, and functions really kind of show how you go about. And so ENFPs lead with an extrovert intuition called NE, which basically means that they're kind of perceiving and flowing in the world, and taking all the information in their environment, but they're seeing it in an intuitive way, kind of not as just via what their senses see, but there's more to it. What's in between the lines, what things mean, what things could be. That's why they're known as the idealists, because this extroverted intuition, guided by their second function, which is introverted feeling, which kind of They want things to be right. That's why they're idealists. They're just seeing everything and seeing how it could be or what could be better about it based on their inner feelings, how they want the world to be a better place. So that guides, the second function will guide their main function, but their main function is what things could be or what things actually are, taking in ideas in between the lines and not just what the senses itself say. That's why they're known as the idealists. So, that's my video for today. I'm sorry, I have like I have red eye, so my eyes are all like teary and stuff. So, anyways, I'll see you later.